Hmm. I don't seem to be able to move any further than this. Ah, there it goes. Okay.
Okay. I'm having wall troubles too. Again.
Yeah, I think
So
I'm not
many
gonna make it.
troubles.
I can't find you guys anywhere.
Oh, good, I found it.
Go.
That's a lovely effect you added there, Josh.
Oh,
I
yeah.
clicked the spell and it did a purple set of musical notes across my character. That was lovely.
Oh!
Yeah, I
Oh,
just
damn,
saw that.
I wish I'd seen that. Aw.
Yeah, I just barely caught it, and I was like, whoa, that was pretty.
Yes. So,
And I do need to figure out a perform check, don't I? Let's see here.
I can get that for you.
There you go.
Hi. And Sybil plays the
Oh,
song.
dear me.
Oh no, not a one.
Oh,
That's unfortunate.
Your music just makes her angry. That.
Unless you know the DC was higher, maybe it's just a fail and not a critical fail. I don't know. I'm trying to make this better.
It happens. I've broken strings every time I tried to play.
Well, it was worth a shot anyways, but I can understand that not everything is going to go for performing every time I pull out the violin. So I can join the rest of the others downstairs.
Sorry.
No,
I
it's
guess
okay.
I guess Seven sees somebody else is still in the room with her.
Yep.
Actually,
it's kind of it's like if Seven notices him, you kind of see that he's given her the cat stare, just unblinking. Yeah. So you see that Kadir is actually standing upright now. He's like he's really like puffing his chest out, and he's like making himself look wider.
So here's the thing. She's backed into a corner, her eyes dilated. She's terrified. This is just all yeah. She's trying really hard to fight the animal instinct.
Does Flynn knows about this, right?
I don't think he can hear unless he can hear all that.
Nah.
Oh,
I thought
doesn't
he'd
know
gone
she's an animal-
downstairs.
yeah.
Yeah, he'd
Oh.
gone downstairs.
Maybe he heard that.
Okay.
Oh, he's not gonna like if he sees that. Oh well, I'm assuming he'd go check on the noise. Oh boy.
So Kadir simply walks out, and you see him. Where'd he go? Yeah, he walks down the stairs, and he just like walks over to the wall and just bangs his head against it. Bam, 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 bam.
Hey, I already busted one wall today. I don't think they want two busted walls.
Well, I get the feeling that Kadir would be like, I'm sorry, you what?
He just slowly turns down and looks at Flint. And you kind of you're looking at this guy, and he is very, very large.
So how's your head after that?
It does nothing to dull the pain. Women are very, very stubborn.
Ooh, was that what all that noise was up there?
It contributed to it.
What kind of woman are we talking about here?
You know what? I'm just gonna bring you into this. He grabs you by the shoulder.
Hey! Don't blame a guy for asking questions, why don't you?
He brings you into this room where you see Hoshimi, but she is in fox form.
What going on?
Hoshimi seems to start like she jumps a bit at the sound of Flint's voice. Then she looks over at him and then she looks over at Kadir.
This needs to stop. So, I have brought in a mediator.
Mediator what for what?
As I said, there are two very stubborn and very angry women in this building right now. And that needs to be corrected.
Oh, I'm not exactly the most diplomatic guy in the room, but oh no. Well, what's the problem?
Hoshimi's tail flicks back and forth when Flint steps towards her.
Whoa, relax. What happened?
She looks at him, and you can tell that if she were in human form, she would just be giving you, are you that forgetful sort of look. Then she raises up one paw and makes a weak sort of swiping motion. She wasn't swiping at you. She was just like demonstrating.
So that's what I'm gathering from this. And while the fop seems to be not very bothered by this outwardly, there are two people who are, and that's what we need to fix right now.
Hoshimi actually kind of bristles a bit at the mention of Shylin. But then after a second, her fur goes down and she just kind of flops on the floor. And she looks really depressed.
Boys. Flint goes over to Hoshimi and just kind of looks at her.
Hoshimi looks at Flint. Then she looks at Yasmin and she goes over to the nearby table and you see her dip the tip of her tail into an ink pot, and I have to write this because reasons. Hoshi can't when Hoshi's in fox form, she can't actually talk.
All right.
Oh, can I read that?
Nope.
No.
Can't.
It's Yasmin. Yasmin looks at the looks at the parchment, shows it to Kadir. Kadir looks at it. I was looking at my options. So, and he looks at the thing you just wrote. So, are you going to? You've had a good amount of the night to do it, and you still haven't. And brought this one in here because he seems to be the best with animals.
Hoshimi's ears kind of pin back as she passes that particular note to Kadir.
Yeah, so Kadir looks at the note and he just slowly drags his paw across his face in frustration. Really? He just kind of crumbles the note. Of all the things that you have done, this is the thing that scares you?
Hoshimi's ears fold back further, and she actually wraps her tail around herself.
Hang on a second. Ooh,
Ooh.
perfect.
Okay, so,
Okay, if you're trying to read Hoshimi's body language, she's kind of withdrawing into herself. The more that she sees Kadir is getting frustrated, like the more timid she seems to become.
You need to calm down. Your conflict is making her agitated. I may not know women well, but I do know foxes.
all right. Fine. He leans against the wall. I brought you in here for a reason. You do it.
All right. So, considering she can talk to him, would he just kind of have to use his nature skills to kind of calm her down?
You can.
Can? I can? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
It might
do
it might give you some little bonuses to interactions.
Perfect. All right, then let's do I have to roll again?
No, we can use your previous roll.
Okay, cool.
All right, so you need to encourage her to get out and talk to Seven. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna kneel down. I'm gonna get to her at like normal level so that we're eye to eye. I know you didn't mean what you did. I've been with you long enough to know that you would never hurt Seven intentionally. What happened back there was an accident. And here's the thing. I get that we've made a lot of mistakes when we've been together on this team. But the sooner that we can talk it out, the sooner we can fix them. If you're just gonna stay in here and cower in fear of the consequences of what you've done and what's gonna happen, nothing's ever gonna get done. I can go with you if you're still nervous. I'm not the best with people, but I'm still really good with animals, and maybe together we can help all three of us. Man, I'm so bad at diplomacy. Oh my gosh.
Hoshimi looks up at Flint, and you can tell that she's listening to everything you say. And after a moment, she kind of steps forward and nudges your hand with her snout.
You see, I make mistakes too. I'm not good at diplomacy, but I hope and then he actually tries to pet you a little bit, and I hope I'm at least an okay friend.
She accepts the head pats, and because of that freaking nature check you did, you can tell she likes the head pats.
And you can tell that Flint is a lot more comfortable now because back in the day, he actually used to pet animals to calm down.
Hoshimi doesn't change back, but she does start to move towards the door, and then she kind of looks at Flint pleadingly.
Great, let's go. And he actually goes to the door, and he's actually satisfied that he managed to pull off something like that.
Does Shylin see Hoshimi as she is exiting that room?
Technically, yes, from your vantage point, you do see it, but you do see a fox exit, and you probably see Brent walking by, watching you looking at it, and he's giving you the hand across the neck notion, like don't.
Yeah. Shylin clenches his feet fists, and he is glaring, but otherwise makes no other movement or reaction.
All right. So
Once they reach the door, Hoshimi absolutely freezes up.
One comes back down to her level again. We're gonna do this together, okay? If anything goes wrong, if she freaks out, I'll be the first one to approach her, okay?
Her ears fold back again, but she nods, and the door is open, it looks like. So she just kind of cautiously pushes against the door and kind of peeks inside.
DM, do I recognize that as Hoshimi? Do I like...
You should recognize her scent.
Yeah, I was about to say, put two and two together.
Yeah, you put two and two together from the scent.
7 backs up even more. And that she's no longer growling, it's just pure terror.
Yeah, Flint actually impulsively puts his hand in front of Hoshimi and pushes her a little bit back so he could be the first one to enter the room. Seven.
I want to go back in the cage. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I didn't do it. I tried to be good. I tried.
Upon hearing that, Hoshimi kind of darts into the room. She pauses when she gets next to the bed. And not only are her ears pinned back at this point, but her tail kind of tucks between her legs.
Seven. He doesn't look into the bed yet, but he makes it clear that he's standing right next to it. Hoshimi's here. She wants to apologize.
Hoshimi,
No.
Shylin, friends, they're friends. They wouldn't hurt Seven, but she tried to hurt Shylin and Shylin's friend, Hoshimi friend. I protect friend.
Hoshimi very cautiously crawls under the bed, and she looks at Seven for a moment before she crawls a little bit closer, and the cheek where she scratched Seven, she very gently licks at it.
Friends make hurt go away. Remember?
But I got hurt because I did something bad.
No. You got hurt by accident. She didn't mean...
Accident?
It means she did not mean to hurt you. Friends can hurt friends, but sometimes they don't mean to do it.
That's never. No, that's not right. Whenever you do something bad, you get hurt. That's how it's always been.
Hoshimi puts her paw on Seven's neck, and after a moment, it turns back into a hand as she turns back into her human form. I'm sorry, Seven. I didn't want to hurt you. I didn't mean to hurt you. I lost control of my temper at Shylin, and when you got in the way, it was too late for me to stop. You didn't do anything wrong. If anything, I was the one doing something wrong. I'm sorry. And she actually is visibly crying.
Seven's eyes lose dilation. She is just horribly confused. Oh, you can't do anything wrong. I'm the one that was in the. I got hurt because I did something wrong. That's how it always is.
No, Seven. You were right. I shouldn't have been fighting with Shylin. I shouldn't have tried to hurt him. I was the one who did the wrong. You were right.
Again, her eyes go even more wide and her ears kind of fluffle. Like she's having an epiphany.
Sometimes friends just make mistakes. And Hoshimi made a mistake that she feels sorry for. Because she hurt her friend.
I made a mistake that hurt the first friend that I've made since I met Yasmin and Kadir.
Friend? But you're more than friend. Flint more than friend. Accident. That's different. That's different to what happened before. That was not accident. Accident. Seven takes Hoshimi's hand with her talon gently. I think I'm understanding. We make choices. And sometimes good, sometimes bad. She then squeezes Hoshimi's hand a little bit, like to show frustration. Shylin made you annoyed. You two need to be nice to each other. Because if you don't, Sybil says I have a choice. If you two can't stop, Seven choose not to be around pain anymore. She lets go of Hoshimi's hand. It hurts to see you both angry. I don't like it. That is my choice. I don't like to see Hoshi and Shylin angry. I don't like it. I don't. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry I have these feelings I don't understand, but I don't like it.
And I'm glad you told us.
Seven, you have every right to be angry. This whole time, I've been blaming Shylin for being arrogant. I could stand to look in a mirror once or twice, I suppose. Hoshimi backs up and gets out from under the bed. I'm going to try to stop the fights with Shylin. Starting now.
Before Hoshimi can leave, Seven immediately darts out of the bed and kind of tackles Hoshimi.
Oh!
Don't go! Don't go again!
I'm not going, Seven. I'm not leaving again, and I'm sorry I did before. I just panicked. I don't like making mistakes, and I especially don't like making mistakes that hurt people I love.
Love?
What I am going to do is talk to Shylin. Hoshimi gently pushes Seven to get off of her so she can stand up.
You promised not to leave?
I promise. And she reaches down. I think that this is still there. She reaches down and like puts her hand on the hair bracelet that she had given Seven before. Remember, I'm always nearby.
Seven rubs it tightly.
Flint gives Hoshimi a smile and a nod.
Flint, I need you to do something for me.
What?
I need you to tell Shylin to order the rainbow mare.
Yeah. Sure.
Seven just kind of presses her big fluffy head into Flint for more comfort at this point.
And he gladly hugs her, and he actually he looks down at her after what they just went through, and he actually asks her, "So, how does love feel?"
It hurts sometimes, I think. But then sometimes it feels good. And I think I made Owen sad, and I might have... I think I broke Sybil's instrument. He tried to play and I growled.
Flint looks down at Seven and looks into her eyes. She was only sad because she was upset about what she did to you.
Owen didn't do anything.
Then when she said... Okay.
Owen came in earlier and so did Sybil, but when I'm scared, I get smaller and I go into a place really, really cramped and tight so they can't get me. And that's what I do. It's hard to focus. She pulls on the rod.
But Flint instinctively gives her a big hug. Stop. No. And then he actually says when he hugs her, "Get cramped and tight, right? Safe. You're fine."
Wait, is that how people hug?
She keeps pulling on the rod.
Please stop. He tries to say something about what he's been planning, but he just can't right now. I'm gonna help you, okay?
She kind of drops to her side and then collapses. She's still holding on to the rod, but she's also covering her face and crying. I can't. I don't know what's wrong with me.
There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with Seven. Seven is amazing. Everything I learn about Seven, I like. But I'm trying to figure something out that hopefully will help all of us. But listen, in the meantime, I don't want you to stop being 7, okay? Whatever's on your head, whatever's on your head doesn't matter. It's what's in your heart that matters, and what's in your heart is amazing.
She lets go. I make you happy the way I am?
Always. 7 is amazing, and I never want 7 to stop being 7.
Okay. I'll try.
Clint leans over and gives her a big hug.
Oh yeah,
Safe-
she squeezes him like a teddy bear.
safe and warm. Right?
Safe and warm. Best spot in the nest.
Exactly. When actually he senses that her stomach's rumbling a little because she hasn't eaten in a while. You've been under there for a while. You wanna go get something to eat?
Yeah. I should apologize to Owen. I wasn't mad at her. That's just what I do when I'm scared.
Yeah, I kind of blew her off last night too. I think now we both owe someone an apology. What do you say?
Okay.
They both walk out the door and head down to the kitchen.
All right, so you're both heading to the kitchen, and I think this music isn't appropriate anymore.
Could you bring me downstairs too? Because
Yeah, I can't walk down the stairs.
No, it's not even that.
Josh?
Hoshimi's gotta wait.
Josh, were you playing Nox Arcana?
No. I don't
It
think
sounded like Nox Arcana, so I was like, I know that band.
Thank you.
There we go.
All right, so I believe that Olwyn is making food for people.
I finished, maybe, because I figured, that conversation took long enough to rustle up something for breakfast.
I wasn't mad at you. Sounds tails tucked under. I was scared, that's all.
Oh, I figured, I didn't think that you were mad. I just thought, you were, I know some people get a little, grumpy when they haven't had food for a while, so I went down to make, breakfast, and I found a nice big old, the pork bottom.
I wasn't grumpy. I'm sorry if I scared you.
It wasn't scared. It was just been having a rough day. And you have had a rough day as well, so I just went to make breakfast for people so that we could get our tummies full. So here. Owen sets out the big old honking plate of okay, it's called pork butt anyways, so I'm just gonna say that. The rump roast, but not roasted, just raw, because and she just sets it down here for 7, and then she quickly goes to make a little plate for Flint with some of the eggs, a couple of flapjacks, a little bit of the potatoes, and bacon.
7 surprisingly holds a lot of restraint and instead grabs Olwen in a hug.
Okay.
Please don't be mad.
Not mad. I promise. You said you were scared, right?
Well, when I'm scared and I think somebody's gonna hurt me, first instinct, get small. Check. 2, find a place that has no end. Only one way out. Check. Be loud! Make them go away!
It's fine. I figured... I didn't know you were scared. I thought you were upset. But... No, I wasn't mad, because I knew kind of why you were... I thought it was upset, but now I know it was scared. It's okay. I promise I'm not mad. You're okay.
Okay, because I think I broke Sybil's instrument because I roared too loud.
I never have trouble causing my violin to appear. I don't think you could ever break it. So you needn't worry yourself, Seven.
Hey. See? All good. You're okay. I'm not mad.
I didn't scare Sybil! I don't need to give hug!
There's no frightening feelings in me. And I do believe if you actually did give me a hug, it might actually make you more frightened. Sorry to say.
He has a point. I tried that and it didn't go so well. But you know what? It's all about the effort.
That's confusing. 7 grabs the pork and hulks it down in one gulp.
I figured she'd like that.
Porky!
Uh-oh.
Flint, I don't know how you like your eggs. I kind of went for, kind of on the runnier side, because, I'm the only person I know who likes them super duper well done, so I tried to make them a little runnier for everybody else. And, I can't, I hope you don't mind mashed potatoes. I know normally fried potatoes are normal at breakfast, but I can't fry things.
Actually, when you live with my mom, everything gets well done by accident sometimes, but
I'm sorry, that was really
honestly though, I don't think I could eat a single bite until I say something right now.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just sat in the bed and didn't say anything last night. What the group slang said made me feel like dirt, which is normal for me, but this was a special kind of dirt this time. And I know you were only trying to help, but sometimes that's one part of the reason I tend to spend a lot of time in nature. Sometimes I just like to be alone, but it doesn't mean that you're any less of a friend to me, and doesn't mean I care about you any less. I just... I'm so bad at this.
No, it's fine. I figured you were upset. I just thought I had made it kind of worse, and I didn't mean to. As she's talking, she is plating up 2 more because she did make plates for Arlen and Cora.
Cora is standing... What?
If you're in the kitchen, I sincerely do not see you.
I am in the kitchen. I'm right behind you.
Yeah, I see her. She's right next to you.
Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
I wish I could send you a screenshot because I have nothing. I see no Cora.
Well, I'm standing right behind you. So if, like, Flint's in front of you, I'm behind you. I'm on opposite of Flint. And Cora is looking at the 2 plates of food, and you can tell she's like salivating. It's like food.
Okay, out of character. Had a dark thought. Cora is salivating over eating eggs.
And out of character, crows are scavengers. They eat just about anything.
I know, I'm just having fun with it. Anyways, Olwen finishes plating up the 2, and she kind of looks down behind her. These are for you and Arlen if you want some.
She takes the plates and just gives a very small "thank you" before darting off.
I mean, I know that was probably sincere, but that was also a little creepy.
I love how you say that was creepy when you're close friends with Sybil.
Everyone has their limits. And everyone's limits are different.
Yes.
Your limits are twisted.
I'm as close to a weeaboo as the Middle Ages are going to get. It's weird.
I can't tell if they're speaking in or out of character at this point.
So, okay, first of all, the feeling like dirt being normal thing, we need to work on that, because I don't like that, and that needs to stop. But then also I'd be a little hypocritical if I didn't say that I feel the same way sometimes, so, we'll have to just both work on it, I guess.
You know, what? You go first. It's okay.
But the snake guy, he was just trying to get into our heads. I'm sure that he succeeded for a good many of us, but just because one person says something doesn't always mean it's 100% true. Maybe elements of their opinion or something like that is true, but that doesn't mean that the fundamental fact that Flint is pretty awesome isn't true either.
It's not, it wasn't, I know technically it was just one person, but it wasn't just a person, if you get what I mean. When I listen to him talk, it's like years and years of what people have said have just kind of bunched together. It's like a bunch of people talking at once. And it's like, when he talked to me, I heard all of them saying those things again back to me. And it's like, I don't know, I felt like the dirtiest dirt that ever dirted. Can't even come up with good metaphors.
Well, nice thing about dirt is that you can do a lot with it, even though it is dirt. You can make a garden, make things grow beautifully, turn it into pottery. Or you can make it bad and throw it at people. Even though some people think that's what you are, doesn't mean that you can't do something good with it.
I know what I am, and I'm glad of what I am now, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to run away from this. Thanks for the metaphor, by the way. You sound like my dad.
Olwen remembers Olwen's like, oh, thank you. And then she remembers who his dad is, and then it's like,
Oh, yeah, there's the other half of reactions I usually hear from people.
But, do you want more potatoes?
Listen,
I'm sorry, that voice crack. Brilliant. Roll with it.
Out of character question, Josh, how much will Hoshimi be charging Olwen for all the glass?
That's something I'm gonna actually have to do research on.
It's at least 1 platinum.
I'm gonna have to consult Hoshimi afterward. I'm gonna have to consult Ellie afterwards to see if Hoshimi's gonna give a discount.
What?
The glass that you broke with your pitch.
I can always,
Does nobody understand sarcasm?
No, I got it. It's like this fangirl sonic squeal just broke all the glass in the room.
Oh!
Yeah, like you were so high pitched that everything just went. I got that.
jeez. Okay. So, anyways, but oh jeez, and crackers. I had a thing in my head, and then it went away when I saw Feywild eggs in the chat.
Yeah, Shylin looks at the recipe. Huh. You're planning on making this on the trip?
I'm no cook.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad did a little bit of ham and bacon cooked into it, but honestly, I think the recipe is perfect as is.
Ish.
It will actually out of character in the Feywild in the Heroes Feast cookbook. It's basically it's a giant frittata.
Oh, okay. The picture that I'm looking at looks like a quiche.
Could be one of those regional dialect things.
Wouldn't actually. Oh wait, are you guys still talking?
No,
No, you're good.
Okay. Gwent actually looks over at Seven, who's actually trying to eat a bunch of the steaks. And he actually smiles and steps off because he was sitting on the table, and he's like, "Oh, there's at least one thing, Dad. Well, there's at least one thing Dad used to do that I couldn't resist." And he actually walks over to the table. He takes 2 steaks, and he actually lifts them up. He lifts them up, and he's like, "Hey, son, look, I'm raising the steaks."
Those are my steaks! Seven laps and tries to grab them.
Wait. Actually, I got one better for you. She goes over and finds a jar of raisins and hands them to him. But now you're raising the steaks.
No!
I hate you both so much! Josh, you married that!
Ari, that's too far even for me, and I'm so proud of you.
There are
Gwent
things.
starts laughing hysterically.
There are things that we tolerate in marriage because we love each other.
That's fair.
Seven proceeds to pin them both down playfully. That's my food! Give it back! My steaks! You did not raise it the steaks! Seven gives the steaks. And she takes one from Flint.
Okay.
He actually whispers to Owen, "I think we better give her what she wants. There's a lot at stake."
There's a lot of steak?
You shouldn't eat all of it though. Some of it is Hoshimi's.
But food!
We have
Hungry!
Well, I can get you a little bit more, but we shouldn't eat everything that there is here because, other people might want some. I only made enough breakfast for, you guys. I didn't know what, Shylin and Adrian and Kadir and everybody else wanted, and I didn't know if Hoshimi was here. So, I only made breakfast for the people that I knew wanted breakfast.
Well, if I can't have any more food here, then maybe I need to start hunting.
Maybe not in the city. She's already gone.
Nah. What do you hunt in a desert?
I don't know. Sand?
If you catch a rabbit, make sure you save some for Hoshimi!
No promises! They're really small and I might just swallow it whole!
Then catch more than one, I guess.
I don't know. They're pretty fast food.
Yeah, Seven is serious. She's actually leaving and is starting to sniff.
Oh my god.
This is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. This is not a good idea!
You take care of her. I gotta talk to Hoshimi real quick. We'll talk
Hoshimi?
later, okay?
By the
Devin,
way,
I will make you more breakfast!
Not Hoshimi. I meant to say Shylin. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Shylin about the rainbow mare.
Yeah, I meant to say I was gonna talk to Shylin.
Oh yeah, Shylin is down by Shylin is downstairs.
Okay.
At one of the tables in the main dining hall.
Okay, so that's where I'll head next.
Yep.
Sybil, you You got what you want? You gonna come eat?
By all means, lead the way.
And do. And then Flint and Sybil walk out the door. All right, let's see if I could find you guys. Where are you guys? There you are, down there. I'm gonna walk over here. Oh wait, nope, there's a wall. Dang it. Gonna walk down here.
You can figure it out.
Yeah, it's just a little maze.
No, you know, these are stairs that'll take you up to the second floor. Just saying.
Okay. Then can
I
I?
seriously thought you were going to say these are just stairs, just don't jallerum it.
Just don't jallerum it. All right.
By the way, Adrian's question, was that to Shylin?
Yes, it was.
Dang, I can't move the camera. There we go.
I guess I could do something. But you got the PS stab. I should probably go grab some myself. Hi, Flint. You okay?
Yeah. Had a couple talks. Ate a couple potatoes. I think Seven ran out the door trying to hunt something. What's going on with you?
Adrian was telling me about a family recipe.
Really?
Yeah, something my grandma used to make.
Ooh. Oh, hold that thought for a sec. Shylin, Hoshimi wanted to ask you something.
I see.
So I just wanted to say, apparently it's time to order the Rainbow Mare.
I see. So is Kadir in next to them in canon?
Yes.
The Rainbow Mare, please.
Oh, hang on. Charlotte, do you have enough money for this?
Out of character, I'm actually he actually starts checking his inventory. You know, I'm starting to feel like Whisper. People don't run out of money.
Not in DF campaigns.
Where's you have the exact money?
Yeah.
Let's see. I have 8 gold pieces left. How much is the Rainbow Mare?
It's exactly 11 silver.
Yeah, I've got more than enough. That's the benefits of being rich, I suppose.
All right.
Everyone's an idiot.
So.
No. Before he does that, hang on, Shylin. Before you do anything, Adrian's gonna do a quick exchange. See if he. Oh no! Wait, no, never mind. I cannot do that because I only have 2 silver pieces. How many? I was gonna say how many silver pieces do you have?
I've got 8 golds. I think I've got like 80 silver pieces, if I'm remembering the exchange rate correct. I don't work with silver pieces that often.
Kadir, can you make break change?
Sure. So Kadir breaks the change and runs forward and hands you a bottle of Rainbow Mare.
All right, Simon's about to just open it up and take a drink.
All right.
Does anyone stop him?
Doesn't seem like it.
All right, he takes a drink of the Rainbow Mare.
Then he falls over and dies. The end.
No, wrong D&D horror story.